Hey everybody, welcome to Lady Overlander Radio. Tonight we're chatting with Stacey Buckner of Offroad Outreach. Stay tuned. Grab your favorite drink, whether it's a coffee, cocktail, or tea, and get ready. It's Ladies Night on Lady Overlander Radio. Be sure to like, comment, and subscribe so you never miss an episode. The Lady Overlander Radio podcast is available on YouTube, Twitter, Facebook, Apple Podcasts, Spotify, and all other major podcast platforms. Enjoy the show. Hey, Arla. Hey, girl. Hey.
Hey, girl. Hey.
Happy
New Year.
Happy New Year. Don't look at my Christmas tree in the background that's still up. I'm a slacker.
Mine is still up.
Block that out.
I'm trying, okay? I'm trying.
Yeah, so what you been up to?
Oh, well, we're fighting a little bit of sickness in our house, so we're dealing with that. That's fun. Yep. Kid just went back to school yesterday, already sick. I've got a little something going on too. Tony's got a little something going on too. Let's go.
Yeah, no, I'm gonna need you to wrap that up before this weekend because we got to work on your Jeep.
I'll be wrapped up. The girls are tough, dude. We weenies. Weenies.
No weenies.
Yeah.
I mean, I don't know.
So you wanted to give a shout out to somebody real quick. What's that?
Do you have yours?
I do.
I wanted to shout out to Taylor with Diamond State Overland. My husband reached out to him and had these Lady Overlander Radio cups made, which are cool.
Thank you, Taylor.
Which was our lavender color, which we love. And he does several things, cutting boards, all kinds of stuff. So look that dude up because he does really great work.
Very cool. Well, I got one housekeeping item to talk about real quick before we jump into the show.
I'm not cleaning.
I know you're not.
I'm not doing it.
We just found out about a new event. I literally found out about it today. I went down the street because it's not far from the house to talk to the event coordinator. And there is a Jasper Jeep Jam and Overlanding Rally in Jasper, Arkansas, March 14th through the 16th at the Newton County Fairgrounds. Mm-hmm. They will have day passes, unlimited day passes. However, the camping is limited to 50 rigs. So if you want to go, you better get signed up and take care of that right now because that's going to sell out. I can guarantee it. So, Diamond State Off-Road. Tony's correcting you on something, honey.
Did I say something wrong? Off-road. I said overland. Okay.
Oh, okay.
Off-road. My bad. Thank you, darling. That would be my husband. Thank you, sweetie. Appreciate it.
Thank you, Tony. Okay. Anyway.
Correct.
Now, let's talk about why we're really here tonight. We're here to talk to Stacey, find out more about her life, about this wonderful program that she's created and she's the founder of and director of. And so we're going to give the floor over to you, Stacey, and give us a little bit of background on yourself and how you started Offroad Outreach.
Yeah, hey, so thank you guys. Thank you, Misti and Arla, for having me on tonight. I love the podcast. I love what you ladies are doing, empowering women to go out and be warriors in the wild. I love it. I love it. So I'm Stacey. I'm the founder and executive director of Offroad Outreach. But beyond that, I'm a patriot at heart. I love supporting our veterans. I love supporting our active duty service members. And Offroad Outreach has just become a real passion for me. And this is my 9th year working for the Department of Veterans Affairs. That is my full-time job. And like I said, Offroad Outreach is just my passion, but it's I love my vets, man. That's all I can say. And thank you for your service, Misti. Thank you so much. You're a coastie over there, yeah?
Yep, that's me. Thank you. And thank you for working for the VA too, because I visit them quite frequently. So, I appreciate that.
Yeah, I started Offroad Outreach working at the VA. I got a chance to kind of peek behind the curtain, and see some of the services that were being offered. And the VA is a wonderful, wonderful organization. We have so many people that care about our veterans that work there. But really, our hands are tied with a lot of issues. So being able to peek behind the curtain and see where those gaps in services were, that's why I created Off-Road Outreach was to fill those gaps in services, especially for our homeless veterans. So
yeah, absolutely. And so I was reading on your website, you were making up these little packs to hand out to veterans. And one of them said to you, okay, so what do I do with this? Because it was like a pack of toiletries or something like that. Or tell me the story about that.
So let me just do a little bit of backstory here. So I'm a traumatic brain injury survivor. It took me a while to find meaningful employment. When I finally did find meaningful employment at the VA, it was a real game changer for me. I had been dealing with a lot of things, and we can go back into this after I tell you the story, but I'd been dealing with a lot of things mentally. So when I found this job at the VA, and just what it did for my psyche and for my heart and for my passion for vets, I drove past this certain area every morning on my way to work, and there were a lot of homeless veterans that kind of hung around there. And I thought, well, how can I help them out? And so I carried hygiene packs around because we do a lot of camping and stuff. So we would pack little toiletries and stuff like that. I ended up giving it to this young lady. Her name was Princess Watley, but they like to call her Alabama. So we'll call her Bama. But Bama actually, once I gave her the hygiene kit, she threw it back at me, and I was just like, whoa, And she told me there's nowhere for anyone to go and shower. So basically, I thought I was doing something really, really great, and I wasn't. I was giving her this hygiene pack to either throw away or burden her with to carry around all day. And so it just really made me think I need to be more purposeful, and my intention needs to be more thought out when I'm trying to give back. And so with that, I said, well, you know what? They don't have a shower. There's nowhere for them to shower. And I had a quick pitch ensuite shower on my rig, and I'm like, holy cow, Stacey! It's like people like to say it's your conscience, but I like to say it was God. He spoke to me and hey, you have this shower, and it just kind of progressed and organically grew into the program that we are today. So I would go to these different encampments and give hot showers, and it's turned into something way more incredible than just a hot shower, which is really, really exciting. We've expanded into 4 different programs. We have a Veggies for Vets program. We have a suicide prevention program. We do adventure therapy with the Mind Overland crew, and we have our homeless veterans outreach program.
That's amazing. And I was telling your story to somebody today, and I got really emotional because I was like, how simple is that? We all have shower tents and showers and all this stuff on our overland rigs. And what if each one of us just went out and helped one homeless veteran, just let him take a shower? Like, how simple is that? And it literally blew my mind. Like, I never thought of that. It's just, so easy.
Well, it is. And I think that's the beauty of the power of giving. I talk about this often. The power of giving is in all of us. It doesn't matter about our sex. It doesn't matter about our age or even our socioeconomic status. I didn't have to put any money into starting this organization or doing something kind for someone. Hell, I filled up a 5-gallon jerry can and went out and gave 5 showers, So it was really, really amazing to see that you can really give back without a whole lot, Yeah.
Fantastic. Like, it totally blew my mind when I was like, how easy is that? And I guess you do some laundry stuff too at times. That's probably a little more difficult, but
Well, we have all of the overlanding gear that you would need to make all that happen. And Missy, you were a full-time RVer before. Those little washing machines that you can throw like a couple of outfits in, and
Mhm.
they they don't dry, but they spin. So what we like to do is take the outfit off that they have on, wash it while they're taking a shower, and that way, and we supply them with clean, brand new clothes and shoes, which I think are really, really important. Shoes and
Yeah.
socks go a long way in the homeless community. But once they're done showering, their clothes are done washing, and they can hang them out to dry at their camp. Um, this is really bigger than just giving a hot shower.
Yeah.
The Jeep is an iconic military vehicle. So immediately when I pull up to these encampments, it's like they can trust me. These veterans, they can trust that vehicle. It's an emergency relief vehicle. It's got that whole, and it's a conversation starter, which I love because building trust is really important to me. It's really important to the veterans that we serve, and that's the old rig right there. We have a yeah. So that was the 2012 JKU. We now have a 2021 JLUR that we've outfitted basically the same, but with no rooftop tent because Lord knows my kneecaps cannot. My knees can't take those rooftop tents anymore.
Yep, right there with you.
I just got rid of mine because of my shoulders. I got disability from my shoulders and my back, and I can't lift it up to open it anymore. So I'm doing a bed platform in the back of my rig now. I can't do it.
Good for you. So the new rig is outfitted with a lot of the same gear. Some of it wouldn't transfer over because it's a 12 and a 21. But we have a lot of support in the community with products and with helping us supply our veterans with new shoes, clothes, and hygiene packs now that they have somewhere to shower. So
yeah,
there's so many things now that they make that are waterless shower as well.
Mm-hmm.
They could go in hygiene packs. A little costly though if you're trying to keep costs down. But there's so many things out there now, like those little wisp toothbrushes already have like the hard toothpaste and stuff.
I keep
Those
those.
things are awesome. The Colgate ones, the Scope ones are awesome.
We use a lot of like we just recently got a new shower. We were using we had a Coleman shower. We had a Boss shower. Now we are using the Kakadu shower. I don't know if you ladies are familiar with that, but man, that thing is a beast. And you would think that there would be a lot of water being used, but there's not. We have a 13-gallon tank. And we can use that maybe even with the laundry, man. We could go to about 4 or 5 encampments because there's not a lot of water being used. I do have a couple of guys that will stay in there for the whole 5 gallons. They each get about a 5-gallon thing, and they're just like, "Oh, Miss Stacey, this feels so good." And it's again, it's beyond just the shower. It's connecting on a humanity level. Right. And really just showing them that I appreciate their service to our country and building that bond and then being able to bring them back in and get them in for wraparound services at the VA. So we don't just provide these essential services initially for critical care. We do the follow-up, and I think that's really important, and that's what makes our organization successful is we do follow up. We have accountability. And we want to give them responsibilities. But the rig is definitely a conversation starter to build that bond.
And I would say definitely that the follow-up is extremely important because, helping somebody once is great. And if you can help somebody at least just one time and that's all you can do, awesome.
Yep.
But, a lot of these guys and gals need a lot more than just a one-time deal, and I think a lot of it is engaging them and finding ways that they can, if they can help, because that gives them that sense of purpose again that they had when they were in the military and that sense of camaraderie, joining together with other like-minded people and doing something good, that's just good for anybody, but especially veterans, because their whole life was about service to their country and to others, and I know personally when I retired, I missed that. I missed having that sense of purpose and that camaraderie with my fellow veterans and stuff. So I think that's wonderful.
Yeah, the brotherhood and sisterhood amongst veterans is really, really strong.
Yeah.
I don't even think you get that same bond even in law enforcement. I know that there's a brother and sisterhood there, but I think that for veterans, like I have been well accepted in the veteran community, even though I'm not a veteran. So I feel really, really special because, I speak in acronyms just like a vet. You know how when you hang out with your best friend for so long, you start to act like them, talk like them, look like them. Well, at any given day, I've been mistaken for a veteran, but I'll take that as a compliment. I'll take that as a compliment.
Yeah, absolutely. So tell me about the CNN Hero program. And I see that you were one of the top 10, your organization was one of the top 10 heroes that they selected. Tell me a little bit about that experience.
It was wild. It was just bananas, and it still is. Like I just can't believe that. Just our slogan is from combat to community, answering the call to serve, and I can't believe that just serving others and you get recognition. This is not why you do it, but it's nice to know that someone is appreciating your hard work, and I don't do this by myself. Right. I have a whole team of folks that are behind me and community volunteers. But the CNN Hero Award just came out of nowhere. I was literally just having lunch, and the producer called me and said, "Hey, someone nominated you." And at first, I didn't believe it. I'm like, "This is some bullshit spam. This is what this is." I'm not.
There's no way. Yeah.
There's no way. Come on. Because I don't do this for that. None of it. I think anyone in the service, in the nonprofit world, serving others, you don't do it for the accolades, because there's nothing to be gained there. It's really just the passion that you have for other folks. But yeah, it was wild, man. It was really wild, and so we were initially chosen. I was chosen as a CNN hero, and then out of tens of thousands of other folks across the world, not just in the U.S., I was picked for the top 10. And unfortunately, I did not make CNN Hero of the Year, but that's okay, because the person that did win ended up giving the $100,000 that he won for his organization. He divided it equally amongst the other 9 heroes, which I think that person really, I mean, I'm going to be honest here. I was going to keep that money for our organization. I'm just being honest here. We're so small that would have really helped us. So for Dr. Quan Stewart, he's actually on the opposite end I'm on the opposite end of the leash than he is. So he helps homeless animals who are with homeless veterans and other unsheltered folks. But and I help on the other side of the leash. So we're opposite ends of the leash, but I think that working together, we could probably do big things. So I'm looking forward to working more with Dr. Kwan in the future. And beyond that, some of the other heroes, you talked about that camaraderie. It was just like we had a little army of folks there that are just doing great things in the world. And it felt really good to be amongst those folks that are doing the same service work that I am, so just felt really, really good. And I won $10,000. So there's that. So that's a plus. But moving forward, it's just opened up a huge platform for what we're doing, and it's bringing the recognition to our homeless vets that I think they need. People don't think that such thing exists, and I'm just mind blown by that. Especially, I live in Fayetteville, which is right outside of Fort Bragg. Well, Fort Liberty now, but we won't get into that conversation on this podcast. But it's now it's Fort Liberty. But And again, TBI, help me back. Where was I?
Okay. You were talking about getting the. Now I've lost it. Arla,
Fort Bragg and Liberty, and you're in
Liberty, but don't go down that road. Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, so we are the largest neighbor to the largest military base in the world, and so for us to have homeless veterans here, it's just really, really sad. It's really, really sad. You know, we should have more support systems in place. We should have more folks helping. But the CNN Heroes Award was awesome, man. I got to go to New York. Brooke Shields introduced me, which I totally had a girl crush on her when I was like 10. So it was really good. You know, it was really cool. Yeah. But when she came out, and we didn't know ahead of time who was going to introduce us. So when she came out and introduced me, I was blown away. You know, it's just amazing to see celebrities. You know, usually it's celebrities introducing celebrities about their accolades and oh yeah, old man, old Chuck, I was born at Womack, right on.
Yeah.
But yeah, it was really cool to have them just introducing and honoring everyday folks that are just living a life of service above self, you know?
Yeah. That's amazing. That's so awesome. So tell me about what you have coming up, I think in a few days.
Yeah.
What's this about? And what are you going to do?
So I was recently, you know, it's funny when you receive, like, people are going to get tired of seeing my face and my name and all of that. I'm pretty sure it seems like that with one award comes another and another and another. And I'm in no way complaining, but I'm like, I really do have shit to do, guys. Like, I have an organization to run. Like, this is great, smiling with the, you know, with the trophy and everything. But like, I think it's really important to stay true to my mission. And I am boots on the ground every Friday doing our outreach program. No matter what's going on in my life, I remain true to the mission, and I'm out there getting my hands dirty, getting in the field, in the encampments, really, like I said, boots on the ground. So, but with this Women of Power Award, it's talking about women who are very powerful in what they do in the community. And I would like to say that, you know, pat myself on the back just a little bit, because I am a veterans advocate. I really do work hard for our organization and for our vets. I like to say I don't work for the Department of Veterans Affairs. I work for our veterans. But this Women of Power Award is being put on by an Affair to Remember, which is a huge women's fashion. They're you know, fashion store. They're gonna have all of these beautiful dresses, and you know, all of the money raised goes back to women entrepreneurs grants in our own community. And I love empowering other women. I think that we can do anything that men can do as far as the organization goes. But they asked me, if I would wear a dress. And I don't know about you ladies, but I mean, come on, I'm not. I haven't worn a dress I haven't worn girl clothes since I was 3 months old. So I think that's the last time I even wore a dress. Hey, Zakita. Oh, this is my boss right here that just joined in. Zakita Nance. She is my supervisor at the VA.
I love it. Thank you for what you do.
I don't know if you saw this one or not, but she said it's an honor to work side by side.
Yeah. Michelle, yeah, I love it that all of my folks are on here.
Your fans,
but yeah, my fans. But I'm gonna be wearing a dress, ladies. I'm gonna be wearing a dress, and I'm gonna rock the shit out of that dress. Do you hear me? Because I think that it is important to show that you know, women of power can look like whatever. You know, so I'm gonna come out. Everybody in the community has seen me like this. They know Stacey, you know, with the tattoos, with the hat, you know. So I'm gonna show them that it's okay to be comfortable where it's uncomfortable, especially if it's for doing something great for the community. So I can't wait. I get fitted for my dress tomorrow. So looking forward to that. Never thought I'd say that, but yeah, I'm looking forward to it.
Pictures or it didn't happen. That's all I gotta say.
So full glam head to toe. I mean, like the whole
I'm
makeup.
talking hair, makeup. Like I don't know what they're gonna do with this.
Wait to see the pictures.
Yeah, I think that I just said, hey, I'm gonna go all out, guys. I'm gonna go all out. Like you can do my hair, you can do my makeup, you can. I mean, I wanted to do something really risque and do like a suit, but with no shirt, with just like boobs. You know what I mean? Like why not? Come on.
Hey.
But my wife's not on board with that. So.
Hey,
like absolutely not.
Now, is she going to be glamming up as well to go on stage with, or?
No, she'll be in the audience, and I have so many people that are coming just to see me in a dress. But this CNN Heroes thing, the Women of Power, I was recently awarded the Power of Giving Award in my own community here. But I think my greatest accomplishment really is just during the CNN Heroes event, I had so many of my homeless veterans taking the bus or walking over to the library where there was free computer access and Wi-Fi to vote for me.
Oh, that's
awesome.
Yeah, and so that to me is that is probably the greatest thing I've achieved in 2023 was just inspiring them to get out and vote and be a part of something bigger. And they know that it was for the organization too, so they were excited to be able to give back to us as we've given to them. So
that's amazing. Wow.
Yeah.
God, I love it. I love it all. We're going to take a really quick break, and we're going to introduce our Lady Overlander of the Week.
Ooh.
And that is, drum roll.
That
Tara
girl.
McGovern of Rove and Reverie.
Yeah, Tara.
Hey, Tara.
Oh,
so Tara was nominated by several people. Tara is very big into women empowerment. She goes out, she teaches women's wrenching classes.
She's a badass.
She's a badass all around. She goes out overlanding for months at a time with her 2 kids by herself. She can fix nearly everything on her Jeep, if not everything. She is just a little powerhouse.
Sweet.
And, she'll get a head injury or whatever, and she'll keep on going. Like, she doesn't care. Like, she's awesome. She's an amazing friend, an amazing person. And, she's a definitely worthy of our Lady Overlander of the Week. So
I love it. Well, congratulations.
Yeah. It's awesome.
Good deal.
Okay. So what do you have coming up? What else do you have coming up in 2024? Do you have any big, surprises or events or anything that you're planning or anything you can talk about?
Yeah. So we have a trip coming up with Mind Overland. Which I used to be, it used to be True Patriot was the name of their organization, and it changed over to Mind Overland. So they take out groups of veterans, wheeling, overlanding. The last time I was with them was out in Colorado. We did 10 days with, I believe, 17 veterans doing Telluride, Ouray, Black Bear Pass. We did the Smoky Mountain 1000. We've done a lot of trips with them. So we have a trip coming up with them to Florida. A lot of cool stuff happening in 2024. We have a couple of skydiving trips coming up.
Nice.
So we do that for adventure therapy. We take our veterans out to try to really try to imitate or replicate that adrenaline rush that they get in combat, but in a positive way. So we go skydiving at 14,000 feet with the all veteran group parachute team. These are former, Halo guys. These are crazy some bitches. Yeah.
I'm not about that life. I'll be on the ground or in the ocean. That's not in the air. That's not me.
No.
Yeah. So we're excited about doing that. I think one of the things that I'm really excited about is expanding our Veggies for Vets program.
Mhm.
We are trying to get a Veggies for Vets garden in every VA across the nation. And I think we're going to do it, guys. I really do. We have a great supporting partner called Bonnie Plants, and they're going to help us along with Lowe's get into every VA. And I think that a lot of folks don't realize that our veterans are facing food scarcity. And so I think that making folks more aware I think that's the greatest way you can thank a veteran for their service is by feeding them or breaking bread with them. And so being able to come into your appointment, I mean, Missy, if you went into your appointment and let's say that you were hungry, you were facing food scarcity when you went into the VA, and you could leave there with fresh produce that was grown by your fellow brothers and sisters, I think that you wouldn't have an issue with just taking that bag and going about your business. There doesn't have to be a big deal about it. We don't have to have a whole 2-hour assessment on, all of that. It's just, you coming in and getting that bag of produce and eating healthy, just encouraging healthier eating. Let's see what Amanda says here.
Such wonderful things for vets. As a vet, she is a vet herself.
Thank you for your service, Amanda.
Help out. So yeah,
she's awesome. Her nickname's Bourbon. I'll tell you that story after the show.
Bourbon. That's off camera. We'll talk about that later. Hey, girl, hey. And she is over in North Carolina herself.
She is in North Carolina. Amanda, you need to get
over there
and help out.
Yeah.
Yeah, Amanda, you'll have to look us up. You'll have to come down and volunteer with us. Matter of fact, one of the events that we have coming up is on Monday. It's our annual Day of Giving. It's January the 8th, and we will be providing haircuts, medical screenings, new shoes. We'll be washing the feet of our vets who are homeless, acts of humility, getting their feet clean, getting them new shoes and socks, and we'll be passing out 30-day bus passes to our unsheltered friends who,
that's amazing.
That's one of the barriers that we have here locally is transportation. So lots of cool stuff happening in 2024. I'd love to meet up with you ladies out somewhere during your next trip. If you guys are planning something, I'd love to be a part of that.
Yeah, absolutely. You're going to make me cry.
You're okay.
You said washing the feet of veterans. Like, I'm just thinking about Jesus and how he washed the feet of others. And that's just like.
Yeah. I mean, it's really a moving event. We do it once a year. We don't just do this once a year. This is really our outreach every Friday that we do. But this particular one that we do, it's the Day of Giving. Mission Barbecue comes. They serve all of their Mission Barbecue stores are closed that day. They come out and they serve our vets food. So we'll be over at a place called Operation Inasmuch. And I'll just tell you a brief story, Arla and Misti. You talked about the acts of humility and washing, truly being, the hands and feet of Jesus, but washing our homeless friends' feet. I had a gentleman who, as we were giving out the shoes, he said, I'm a size 10 and a half. And I said, okay. So I said, Mr. Brandon, would you like for me to, wash your feet? And he said, oh no, Miss Stacey, you don't want to touch these feet. And I said, come on, man, it's fine. Like, let's check it out. And he was also diabetic. So I wanted to do some acute medical care if I could, check out his feet, make sure that he didn't have any open wounds or anything like that. Whew, and I got to tell you, Mr. Brandon's feet were in rough shape. His toenails had wrapped below his toe. So his toenails were probably, I'm not over exaggerating, about this long and wrapped around his toe. And here's the thing is this man is disabled. He was, he had a broken hip because he was homeless. He never had it treated. So he's walking with a walker. He's in a wheelchair sometimes. But he can't bend down and get to his feet. So once we got him all cleaned up and got his toenails cut, and I spent maybe about a good 30 to 45 minutes on this gentleman. He actually wore a size 8.
Oh,
That's the
wow.
size shoe he wore. It was just the buildup from his toenails and all of the issues that he was having with his feet. But I saw a smile on that gentleman's face that I've never seen, and he's one of our chronically homeless vets, and I've never seen him smile like that. So it was really, really, really good to know that you can help somebody on that type of level. That's just not something that you can do if your heart's not in it.
It's, yeah, I mean, and just the simplest things that you wouldn't even think of, like, even providing toenail clippers for people that are able to bend down and do that, or, just simple things like that. It's just, it doesn't take much, I mean.
Yeah, intentional giving. I do want to encourage all of the folks that are listening who are, overlanders or who have their rigs built out. Think about that. You are the ultimate. You have the ultimate setup for someone who is homeless, because you can get back into these encampments. You don't need power. You don't need. You have everything that's self-contained.
Right.
And can you imagine if we just had like a revolution of overlanders come together and just say, hey, these are the things that you can go out. Yeah,
That's
and
what
go
I'm
out in this community and just if you see someone that is in need, I like to go up, especially if it's a Jeep. I like to go up to them and ask if they're a veteran. If they are, then we talk about the Jeep. If they're not, we talk about other things. But when I tell them I have a hot shower on my Jeep, they're like, no way, let me see. And so then it starts this conversation. They're like, man, you got a full kitchen back here. I'm like, yep. And I got a washing machine. I've got the 270 awning where we can put down the walls and we can do some private medical screening. Stuff like that, get them signed up for services. We have a little TV that we set up to let you watch some of the videos that will help you get signed up for services. So a lot of things can be done to help that community within the overlanding community itself.
You have literally a crisis care, triage, everything like in that vehicle. That's amazing.
Yeah, it's self-sufficient, and that's what we want. And again, the follow-up services. So I think that initial, like, if someone who is into overlanding, if they could partner up with another veteran service organization, because that's exactly what I did. I had no clue about what I was doing. I just knew that I had a shower and a big heart, and I wanted to help our veterans. And so I did that. But then I thought, well, oh my gosh, Stacey, this kind of costs a little bit of money. You're using your shower weekly, multiple times per hour. You're burning up your battery. You're burning up the heating element. So it became expensive because those things aren't meant to be used that way. But once I partnered with another veteran service organization, we got the support. And we became a fiscal partner. And that's a great way for people to kind of dip their toe into the nonprofit world without having that commitment of being a nonprofit. You could be a fiscal partner to another veteran service organization and say, hey, I'd like to provide this service for you. And then that way, all of those donations can come in through that nonprofit and be earmarked for your program, and that's how we started out. And it's just as easy as that. That way you do have that follow-up services. Once you're done with that initial shower or washing those clothes, you have those follow-up services, with the other veteran service organization. Yeah.
That's so important. Yes, for sure. Do we have any other questions or anything in the audience, Arla? Or
no, we had Sue say, bless your soul. All positive.
Thank you, Sue.
Micah, she's a veteran as well. So that's
Micah.
Move. That's you getting all dolled up at the
right
on. Michelle said that you're an inspiration. Got your boss here, says she's excited. So you got a lot of support on here.
Yeah, Zakita is a great support. Michelle, let's see. Amanda's in Arkansas. Okay.
In Arkansas right now, which is where she's from. But she'll be heading back out that way.
Yeah.
Back and forth.
Well, I do want to say, just to kind of go back, if we have just a moment. Do we have a moment?
Absolutely. Yes, we do.
So I want to talk about my traumatic brain injury and how that has really brought me closer to our veterans and being able to provide support for them. You know, having a traumatic brain injury, it was really, really difficult for me to find employment. I was in a wheelchair. I still needed to learn how to breathe on my own. I still needed to learn occupational therapy, speech therapy. It was all of these things, and this was an ongoing process. Okay, this was a year of rehabilitation, a year and a half, 18 months, of rehabilitation, and I was suicidal during that time, and I was pissed at God. I was really upset at God because I thought, why didn't you just take me out? Why didn't you just kill me? Just why did you leave me here in this state? What the hell is this? I'm not, I had a 3-year-old son at the time, or 2-year-old at that time. I was not prepared for this. I had parents who were older. They were going to have to be taking 24-hour care of me. So I was really upset that God didn't just kill me, that he left me here, in that state. But I tell you what, having a great support system is really what pushed me into that next level of support, because you can have your family support you, you can have your friends support you, but really having the employment piece to it support you, because nobody wanted to hire me with all of these issues that I had going on. I was a slobbering, babbling idiot in a wheelchair at this point. Who's going to hire me for these jobs? So having that support in the community was huge, and it was life-changing for me. And so getting to that next level of support, I wanted to make sure that everyone knew that no one ever got anywhere in life without someone else's help. And I certainly didn't get to where I am without any help. And so I think that going forward in 2024, if I could just put this out there, suicide prevention is a huge deal for me. And I want to say in 2024, don't just check on those people who you haven't seen in a while. Don't just check on those people who, you do a buddy check with, you need to be checking on your happy people. You need to be checking in on those folks that you see daily who have a smile on their face, because that was me. I had a smile on my face. I was like just so excited about having a job, but still I was suicidal. But here I was, I needed to do this. I needed to do this for my veterans, and they really, really helped pull me out of where I was, So check on your happy people, man. The old man
I'm a softie,
in.
and you're killing me tonight.
There goes my allergies. That's what he said.
Mine too, Tony.
Yeah, Tony.
Thank you so much.
He's awesome.
That's what.
He's over
see, there's that sense of purpose that I'm talking about. That kind of gave you, because I'll tell you, the first I was in that place when I first retired from the Coast Guard. Because you feel lost sometimes with certain things that happen in your life.
Yeah, absolutely, Missy. And what did you do? What did you do for that help to get you out of that mindset? What did you do?
Well, I started piling on things to do and projects, and I did seek assistance from the VA, and got help with a lot of things that I never addressed when I was active duty.
That's great.
Yeah, it was a struggle.
Well, Misty, you use that testimony, sister. You use that testimony to empower others to reach out for help, and even Arla, like you know, you being a military brat yourself, I bet you saw. You said it was your father who was a veteran.
Hmm.
I bet you saw your dad struggle with some stuff.
I was young, but yeah.
Yeah, so you know, we all have a story. I like to call it a testimony, but again, we all have a story, and I think that if we could just all tell our stories, which is what you ladies are doing with your podcast, if we could, you know, all tell our stories, I think that, you know, we get this little like a volunteer corps going together, you know. We have all these folks that could do more for each other. So
Absolutely.
thank you. Yeah.
All right. So we're going to end this tonight before I burst into any more tears and have any more allergies.
Sorry.
So thank you so much, Stacey. You're an amazing person. It's an honor to talk to you.
Absolutely.
Thank you, ladies, both. Thank you so much. And you know, keep doing this. This is a great platform to empower women and to really just not just to empower women, but to inspire women. You know, that not to be scared to go out and do the damn thing, no matter what the damn thing is.
We do the damn thing a lot. So yes,
Yeah.
we will. We'll continue to do so.
Right or wrong, we're doing the damn thing.
And we definitely look forward to sharing a campfire with you at some point soon. So
Yeah,
Absolutely.
let's do that, ladies.
thank you so much. And thank you so much, everyone, for watching. We really appreciate the support. And I know Stacey appreciates the support. And as a veteran, I appreciate the support personally. So have a great night, everyone, and we'll see you next week.
Thank you.